Following on from last week's video looking at the 10 best classic gangster films, this week we're looking at the 10 best movies of the genre made since 1990. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as we'll be doing the third and final video in our gangster series next week. Number 10, A Bronx Tale.
You can be anything you want to be. Remember, the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. You could have all the talent in the world, but if you don't do the right thing, then nothing happens. But when you do right, guess what? Good things happen. You hear me?
A Bronx Tale blends traditional gangster film tropes with a rock-solid coming-of-age backbone which speaks not only for the growing pains of getting older, but also issues relating to love, race, duty and heroic influences. The film follows a young child who befriends a local mob boss in 1960 New York and his father, played by Robert De Niro, who tries to keep his son away from the mafia business.
But they knew that instant they made a fatal mistake. This time they walked into the wrong bar.
Come on, mother! Come on, you scurvy mother!
Number 9, Donnie Brasco.
Wanna know what you're up to?
What do you mean?
Yesterday.
Last night?
What were you doing last night?
Donnie Brasco tells the true story of Agent Joseph Pistone, who infiltrated the Banana crime family in the 1970s using Donnie Brasco as his codename. Effortlessly portrayed by Johnny Depp, the film really soars when a relationship blooms between him and Al Pacino's character Lefty, who both seem to understand that no matter which side of the law you're on, it's all just a rat race.
If you're a rat, then I'm the biggest mutt in the history of the mafia.
Number 8, Miller's Crossing.
There is one thing you can do for me.
Name it.
Think about what protecting Bernie gets us. Think about what offending Casper loses us.
Oh, come on, Tommy. You know I don't like to think.
Yeah.
There's no mistaking a Coen brothers movie. Regardless of the genre, they have a strong point of view and a way of peeling back the layers to strike the perfect tonal balance between humour and drama by utilising relatable character traits like greed, jealousy and ambition. Gabriel Byrne plays an advisor to an Irish crime boss as he gets caught in divided loyalties between warring mobs. Number 7, Road to Perdition.
There are many stories about Michael Sullivan. Some say he was a decent man. Some say there was no good in him at all.
Road to Perdition is a supremely crafted experience with a compelling story to tell as it explores the ties between father and son as Tom Hanks' Michael Sullivan goes on the run after his child witnesses a mob hit. The grandeur of the film, particularly Hall's stunning cinematography and Newman's incredible score, make for an incredibly well-crafted gangster venture with a serene and almost poetic atmosphere. Plus, the performances from both Hanks and Paul Newman are remarkable. Number 6, The Irishman.
Is that Frank?
Yes.
Hiya, Frank. This is Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah.
Glad to meet you.
Well, glad to meet you, too. Even if it's over the phone. I heard you paint houses.
Martin Scorsese's The Irishman was a decisive film for many fans of the gangster genre. For some, it was a reassembling of classic talent featuring De Niro, Pesci, Pacino and Keitel, inevitably working with each other for the final time. While some might have found the film a tad too long and the de-aging technology a little off-putting, the film was nonetheless a stunning eulogy that further proves Scorsese's craft.
Here we go, 12 and a half. Middle, right in the middle, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, more than 10 is saying something. Are you saying something to me?
I'm here.
Number 5, Casino.
What a move. I fell in love right there. But in Vegas, for a girl like Ginger, love costs money.
Telling the story of Sam Ace Rothstein, based loosely on real-life numbers man Lefty Rosenthal, we see the push and pull between someone attempting to go straight and those around him that want to utilise the casinos as facades for murder and mayhem. Martin Scorsese's crime epic is a grandly conceived study of the cutthroat business of the mafia infiltration into Las Vegas casinos, with some bravura performances from Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci and Sharon Stone, the latter of which received an Oscar nomination for her role.
Where the f*** you get off talking to people about me behind my back going over my head?
What people?
What people would you think I wasn't gonna find out?
I don't even know what you're talking about, Nick.
No, you said I'm bringing heat on you? I gotta listen to people because of your shit? You're ordering me out? You better get your own army, pal.
Number 4, City of God. Brazilian crime flick City of God is a tour de force staple of the gangster genre. Set in a shanty town from the 1960s through to the 1980s, the film depicts the growth of organised crime in the slums of Rio as two childhood friends both go on to lead different lives, one a photographer, the other a mobster kingpin. A passionate piece of Latin American filmmaking, City of God is a technical marvel and a visceral experience.
Escolhe, moleque. Quer tomar o tiro aonde? No pé ou na mão?
Escolhe logo, meu irmão, porra.
Bora, moleque. No pé ou na mão, porra.
Bora, meu irmão.
Escolhe, porra, no pé ou na mão. Bora, moleque.
Number 3, The Departed.
I got this rat, this gnawing, key-eating rat. And it brings up questions.
Based on the 2002 Hong Kong thriller Infernal Affairs, Martin Scorsese traded the Eastern influences for a Boston-based locale. The cat-and-mouse game between DiCaprio and Damon is particularly thrilling to watch unfold as they attempt to identify each other whilst infiltrating an Irish gang. Martin Scorsese once again proves his creative prowess as a master of urban storytelling and dynamic filmmaking.
Freeze! Hey, put the gun down! Put the gun down, all right? I came here to talk some sense into you. All right, just act professional.
Number 2, Pulp Fiction.
How many up there?
3 or 4.
Let's count our guy.
Not you.
So that means it could be up to 5 guys up there?
It's possible.
Quentin Tarantino has demonstrated a unique ability to bounce from genre to genre, and along the way has declared his love for gangster movies. Pulp Fiction is easily one of the most recognisable films in the history of cinema, and rightfully so. With an incredible screenplay and an array of cool characters, quotes and pop culture references, Tarantino's black comedy crime film is one of the most influential films of the 1990s.
Those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers, and you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Before we reveal our number 1 film, here are some honourable mentions that just missed the list. Infernal Affairs, Eastern Promises,
It's obviously some psychological thing.
Take the ghost around.
Carlito's Way,
Maybe I don't remember the last time I blew my nose either.
American Gangster,
You gonna shoot me in front of everybody? Huh? Come on.
Gomorrah, Snatch.
I don't want to fuss, and I don't want to put a bullet in your face, but unless you give me exactly what I want, there will be f***ing murders.
Number 1, Goodfellas.
What do you want, f***? You want something? Huh?
Oh! Hey!
The dual narrative is a hallmark of many Martin Scorsese gangster movies. However, it's particularly effective in Goodfellas because not only does it provide context as it relates to the usual elements of all mafia movies, but Karen's narrative arc and explanation adds a whole new level of depth to the genre. Both complex and volatile, Scorsese's Goodfellas is a masterful achievement and one of the finest movies ever made.
Well, I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to f***ing amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
Thank you for watching. Have your own opinions? Leave them in the comments below and be sure to subscribe for new content every week.